Okay, first of all, I gotta say this real quick. Okay. um First of all, can I grieve? Is it okay for me to grieve? You know, these people in social media are really gonna have to stop trying to latch on to everybody's situation. That's first of all. Now, um, I'm not gonna speak about my personal spiritual business because it ain't nobody's business. Okay. And that's the one thing about trolls is that they are always in somebody's business. The reason why I made that announcement is because first of all, I have nothing to hide. Second of all, there is nothing to be ashamed about losing a parent. And it's so sad that because of a group of trolls, people can't just have a normal occurrence happen in their life without a group of trolls trying to take credit for it. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the difference and I'm going to educate y'all about something real quick. First of all, um, I am not taking back anything that I said about um, certain people that have been stalking me for years. I'm still very irritated with the fact that when my mother passed away, I was stalked and harassed. And I didn't announce when my mother passed away. That information was privileged to the public by somebody who thinks, or for some reason, I don't know where a lot of these people get their spiritual education from, but I don't live within that world of that sector. Okay. And nobody in that sector knows more about death than I do. Okay. I'm not sensitive about anything that is done or said about my parents. I'm a grown woman. I'm not a child. I'm not mentally ill. Okay. If people, if people want to, first of all, if you stalking somebody, you know, uh, yeah, I don't stalk people. I don't stalk or attack people. So there's nothing in my life that would even remotely reflect bad karma. No, that's a lie. What I've had is people on the internet stalking me, and they're actually mentally ill enough to say, no, you stalked me. No, you stalked me. I don't listen. I've been, I've heard a couple of people say that if you talk about my deceased mama, your mama gonna die. That's not how karma works. People are not going to die because you speak ill on the dead. That's a lie. That's totally untrue. Okay. It's not something that I would do on a normal basis now, but we speak ill on deceased people all the time. It's pretty much a part of life. When I'm dead and gone off this earth, I ain't gonna be giving a damn about what nobody says about me. And I'm gonna make sure that my children don't care. Now, my children ain't gonna be around folks that's talking bad about their mama, but I'm just saying, okay. Um, I don't know where people get their rationale. I said your mother must have done something to you when you're a child, and that's disrespecting your mother. It's not like I took a poop on nobody's picture, have I? Have I taken a poop on somebody's mama's picture? No, I haven't disrespected anybody's mother, to be honest with you, except for one person. And I don't have to live my life every single day. Like this one dude that's been stalking me for 10 years. People get tired of being stalked. And then plus the day that my mother the day that it was told to the public that my mother passed away, this person was still posting my photographs. This person was still harassing me because he wants to get his donations from the trolls. I didn't really care. I was too busy grieving my mother. So that didn't matter to me. Okay. Uh Talking about somebody's deceased relative does not cause your parents to die. That's a lie. Whoever is giving y'all this spiritual advice is clearly stupid. In fact, karma and death have little to nothing to do with one another. Now, I tell you what karma is. Stalk somebody for 10 years. Thank you, Discover Top 10. I appreciate I'm okay. It's okay. I was prepared for it. You stalk somebody for 10 years on the internet, lie on them, harass them, you can get some negative karma, yeah, because, people don't want to be bothered with that. If you are stalking somebody, you open yourself up to a lot of turmoil. Okay. So, as a spiritualist, as a witch, as a necromancer, I can promise you that saying something about somebody's deceased relative is not going to cause your relative to die. Or we grown people or nah. We supposed to be grown up in here. So I don't even want to hear that. The reason why I wanted to make this comment is because, it's okay. If you're dropping revenge porn on me and trying to humiliate me, and I say F you and your mama just so happens to be deceased, it's very different from you stalking somebody. People get tired of being stalked by people that they want nothing to do with. So you can try to rationalize it all you want. I mean, what are you trying to say? Like I don't understand it, you know? And yeah, I will do death magic on people. Yeah, I will. What the hell they got to do with a relative passing away? Nothing. Why do y'all smooge I'm not talking about y'all who support me. I'm talking about that group. They smooge everything together like silly putty. My father passing away has nothing to do with you. Trust me. Trust me on that. But if you stalk me for 10 years, I got the right to wish death on you. You pulling up at my house, pointing guns at my house, I got every right to say, hey, I want you to die before you do anything to harm me. I don't understand why people don't have the logic to understand that. I'm not a danger to you at all. I don't care about you. You are a literal danger to me. So that's the difference. Okay. That's the difference. If I were on here committing crimes, trying to get people's children that they love very much taken away from them. If I were on here threatening people's lives, some people, crazy people don't know they crazy. Crazy people don't know they crazy. For real. There is a difference between the two. Now, I'm not saying that what I did to this certain somebody was not right. However, people in my life are not going to die because of that. So if you thinking that, you need to like grow up if you really think that that's the way that it works, because it doesn't. And if I talk shit about your deceased mother, you don't have the right to wish death on people's children, right? That group of people need to realize, and I don't know what involvement my father could have had with that group. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. I don't care. My father is gone. He's not here anymore. Okay. So, and I don't care that much about that group of people. Y'all really ain't no threat to me no more. Whoever is a threat to me, I don't have to worry about them. If you're a threat to my life or my children's lives, because I put my children and my grandchildren comes before everybody. Everybody. They come before my parents. They even come before me because I'm a real parent. Okay. And that's just the way it should be. Okay, now I'm not saying I didn't love my father. I'm not saying I didn't care about him, but I saw this coming months ago. Okay, just like I saw when my little cousin, before she had gotten murdered, I saw what happened to her. It has nothing to do with that group of people. Y'all don't have the power to kill nobody in nobody's life. Y'all don't have no death magic power. Trust me, you don't. You don't have no power to stop somebody's business, to get somebody thrown out of their house. You don't have the power to do that. Why would you even want that power? Why are you even talking to me anyway? Why are you talking about me? That makes no sense to me, because you're a stalker. Okay. It Somebody dying doesn't have anything to do with me doing witchcraft. That has a people die. My father had a very tragic, unfortunate accident today. Today. Like, I'm talking about literally at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. My father was in an accident that involved an explosion. And already, I already know that somebody from that group is going to have something stupid to say. Listen, you know, listen, that group is not important to me like that. You're not. You don't matter to me. You wanted to matter. That's why you attacked my children. You attacked my children, and we're going to have some problems. I'm not Christian, I'm pagan. Okay? I'm a Satanist. I don't put my children before the Christian God. I don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? So when I got that exact phone call today, I knew where all of my children were and my grandbaby. Now, we all know what matters to me. And what matters to me, and I'm not saying that my father didn't matter. I'm not saying that. I'm not discussing that. Okay. But y'all gonna have to stop trying to tie yourselves into people. Y'all try to latch on to anything and everything, right? And you don't know what you're talking about. You really don't. That's just like, I don't wish death on people's kids. I really don't. I don't really. Can I please pay for 1 hour on and your website, and you please do a 10-minute reading on? I can't do a 10-minute reading right now, sweetie. But I'll be available Saturday. Okay. So you can get on my schedule for Saturday, and trust me, it's gonna fill up real quick because I'm gonna take a rest break tomorrow. Okay. Just gonna kind of take the day and kind of, commune with my spirits and my ancestors and stuff. But I will be available Saturday. Okay, sweetie. Don't I already owe you a read? No. I can't, girl, I can't do no reading right now, sweetie. I am tired. I am tired. My father just passed away today. I'm tired. Mm-mm. And I didn't hardly get any sleep because at the time that I was getting ready to fall asleep, it happened. Oh, okay, sweetie. Okay. At the time that I was actually, because um I was already up dealing with something that I'm not gonna discuss. And then the call came in. And so, um yeah, but you are more than welcome to get on my schedule for Saturday. I can't, honey. I'm laying here in the bed. But I did come on here to say this because I don't want people, like I'm not saying go around disrespecting people's deceased parents. I'm not saying do that. Don't ever do that. That's an evil thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It really is. But you know what? Sometimes people lead you no choice. People say things that they don't mean. That doesn't mean that, Santa Muerta is gonna take your relative or whatever. That. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really incorrect thinking. Like, if you want to believe that, you can, but screw that. Belief is very powerful. Belief is very powerful. If I believed that, then I would be screwed. But I will tell you that, like, when you stalking somebody, man, like I'm talking about, if you're a malignant stalker and you're stalking a woman and you're saying things like, I want to blow your head off and stuff like that. Okay, it's pretty much a natural response for a person to say, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody's gonna, like, and I don't understand why people that genuinely stalk people don't get that. Right? If you're like legit stalking somebody, and I know that for a fact because when my mother passed away, it was horrific. It was absolutely horrific. Okay, it was. And so, and I was being stalked. And I don't think anybody knew. People knew because one of my cousins on my mother's side of the family had divulged that information to somebody. And then, this person went and told everybody, I don't care about that. You told somebody my mama died, and it just, I think that people grieve like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, especially when it comes to that group of people, because that's all they do is disrespect people's deceased mothers. You know what I'm saying? And all that, and kids. When I'll answer your question in a minute, Madam Webb. Um, I suffered a miscarriage, and I had to hear people from that group talk about my deceased child, even though the baby was only 8 weeks gestation, and gestation means in utero. That was still my baby. I had to hear people bring that up. That people have been bringing that up to me for 12 years based upon a pregnancy vlog or a miscarriage vlog that I did on my old channel. So yeah, you do gotta have tough skin. You gotta have thick skin out here. And I definitely do have thick skin. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go out on a limb because somebody, say I don't know. My life is worth too much. You know what I'm saying? I like my life. So I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But it was bad. So, and I've been through quite a few things. And people in that group don't care. And let's keep it all the way real. Y'all have done more to me than you have ever done to anybody, or you've tried. I'm cold. I'm numb. I'm numb. I'm totally freaking numb to that group of people. I don't care about what y'all talking about. Okay? Now, again, oh, you said how did he pass away? He was doing some work in the garage of his apartment complex. And some kind of explosion happened. I don't know if he was working on a car or something. I know it wasn't that hot today, so it couldn't have been like gasoline or nothing that heated up, but that's how it happened, is that it was an explosion and a fire. And yeah, there was a lot of black smoke. Yes, it was. So, it was actually on the news. It happened in Wichita, Kansas. So, um, thank you, Elegant Roses. I didn't see you in here. Y'all got the same color thingy. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, sissy. Oh, Lord. I told Miss L to light it. Miss L came. Oh, God. These people are sick. Oh, Lord. So Miss Smell was trying to take credit for my father's passing. What an idiot. Oh God, girl, you can't put no death magic on nobody. Shut up. I can't do nothing but laugh at these people. They're just jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, when like it's almost like dealing with people. It's literally like dealing with roaches. It literally is. Okay. So, anyway, like I said, none of you on the internet caused my father to die. None of you on the internet caused my mother to die. None of you on the internet have any power to do a damn thing to me or anybody that I know. And that is a fact. And it is, and you know what that's called? That's called extreme thirst and desperation, is what that's called. Y'all are extremely thirsty and desperate. The people that are in that group, y'all are thirsty and desperate. Okay. Period. And it's sad. Y'all are a sad group of people. Seriously. A very sad group of people. Okay. So, and like I said, um, y'all just thirsty for any kind of attention. You know what I'm saying? Just any kind of attention. And it's so sad that you would be that pathetic to where you would try to take away from the fact that my father lost his life by saying, Oh, I lit a, I'm gonna tell you something. Taking credit for something that you have no power to do is worse than talking about dead folk. That's worse. Trust me, it is. Trust me. Because number one, uh, when do I ever be thinking about that girl? I don't care about you. So let's say hypothetically you lit a death candle and my father died. What do you think is going to happen to you? Being that what is what the hell? He's sending me stuff to piss me off. Mike is emailing me, y'all. Thank you, Adam. Thank you. Mike is emailing me because Mike has lost his mind. He's in a psychosis. He's emailing me saying that Miss Smell is very powerful because he thinks it's gonna piss me off. Boy, bye. You know, that girl can't even barely wash her ass, so ain't nobody worried about that. That's so too stupid. That's too stupid. And see, this is one of the reasons why I don't like it when that's why I don't talk to Mike anymore. That's why he's blocked on Facebook. He can't contact me because Mike, I'm gonna tell you something. Ain't nobody in any danger but you. If you hanging around a stupid woman that is online lighting death candles on random people with Santa Muerta gonna come and take you. Okay. So if that's what you're doing, you in danger. I wouldn't be around somebody like that. You couldn't pay me to unblock Miss Smell from my Facebook. You couldn't pay me to do that. Okay? So show some respect. Show some respect. Okay? That's saying a lot to those people because that's something, that's not in their vocabulary. Okay? Um it looks stupid. That's one of the reasons why I don't deal with that group of people. What y'all talk about is inaccurate. Y'all don't know anything about Santa Martha. All y'all know is that Santa Martha means Saint Death. That's all y'all know. Y'all don't know anything about working with Santa Martha. If you knew anything about working with Santa Martha, you wouldn't be talking about her like that. You wouldn't be disrespecting her. You're actually being disrespectful to Santa Martha right now. Go and look at all of her devotees. They would never, ever, ever speak about her that way. Now, if I were a threat to Miss Smell, that of which I'm not, she's harassing me. I don't have nothing to do. All of those people that are in that group are coming after me, not the other way around. I'm walking away. I've never been around y'all. There's nothing literally to walk away from. So if anything, Santa Muerta is looking at all of y'all. I'm just gonna keep it a buck, okay? She's not a witch. You really believe that girl is a witch? Why? Why would you believe that she's a witch? Please explain it to me right now. Why would you believe that? Because somebody daddy died? That's so thirsty, man. That's just like old boy's girlfriend was like, I thought you killed my daddy. I said, girl, I said, why would I ain't never wish death on her daddy. I ain't Let me tell you something. It's not that I don't. First of all, if you trying to do death magic on somebody, a fucking candle is not gonna do it. Second of all, I know death magic rituals, and I'm not going to mention it. I'm not. No, she's playing around with magic and she's gonna get burnt, is what's gonna happen. Okay. And I don't know why these fake witches on here try to act like, my father is like 70 something years old. Okay. So I already know like what went down. My father is in his 70s, y'all. My father is in his 70s. I think Madam Webb is Mike. My father's in his 70s. I believe that what happened was that he must have been doing something that involved electrical, something that involved some kind of explosive. And I believe that it was an unfortunate accident. I believe that he must have done something, might have been, doing some stuff and had an accident. Had nothing to do with with some drug addicts spell work. Okay. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? So my father was older. So he may have just, he may have set the fire and caused the explosion by accident. That's really what I believe happened. I think that that's what, once they're done with the investigation, I believe that that's what they're going to find out. But it'll be on the news. You know what I'm saying? But, it's so stupid for you to, uh, first of all, Miss Smell, you couldn't kill a cockroach. You couldn't kill a cockroach, girl, with no magic. And yeah, death magic is real, but listen, it has to be justified. Okay. And Miss Smell ain't justified to say nothing to me. She has no authority. She does not know my family. She's a nobody to me. Okay. So, that's so stupid. Like, grow up. Y'all are very, very childish people in that group of people. Y'all are just very, very childish. People can't even, like, death is unfortunately a part of life. And the moment that somebody's, parent passes away, nobody's even saying anything to you. If you noticed, I mentioned her briefly yesterday. I don't believe I called out her name, but I mentioned her because she's been talking about me. This chick has been talking about me for for 4 years straight, and I don't even acknowledge her half the time. I ignore her. And yeah, death magic is real, but that's a serious thing. It's not a joke or a game, right? It's not. So, to be playing around, throwing it around like that, like, I don't get it. I don't get why y'all do stuff like that. Okay. I can say that you people are stalking me. I can sit here right here and tell Miss Smell that I'm going to put a death curse on her, and I would be justified in doing it. Why? Because she's stalking me. That's why. Like, it's legitimate stalking. Legit stalking is what it is. Okay. And stalkers can be dangerous people. You know what I'm saying? In the world, boy, if you don't quit, this boy, I don't know what's wrong with Mike lately, but Michael, I don't know who you are right now. You are like, You got that spirit in you again. He been mad at me ever since. He been mad at me for 2 weeks straight. He just gonna drive himself up a wall, mad at me. You know, all I gotta do is come on here and say something to him, and he just go nuts. I'm do what I wanna do. I'll be in the chat room that I wanna be in. I ain't gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. You know, just know that when your mother passed away, Mike, I didn't do that to you. And I didn't, nobody found out that his mom passed away for a couple of years. Like he kept that a secret. And, he had his own reasons for doing that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, honestly, that's so silly. And then even if Miss Smell goes on her channel and goes live and says, yeah, duh, I lit a death candle, I lit a Santa Martha candle on your family. You think I fear that? You think I fear? Do you think that my father passing away makes me have any fear for my family whatsoever? You do not know me at all. Because it doesn't. Every single person that passes away in my family, I know it before it happens. Every single person. I know the next person that's going to pass away in my family. You think that Miss Smell has something to do with that? You're insane. She don't have nothing to do with my family, has absolutely no connection with my family. Okay? So, um So I don't, I don't understand why I'm still gonna do the same thing. What you thought just because you think that because I do, I will do death magic on somebody if I feel that they are a threat to me. Child, please, I got two beef hearts. I got two cow hearts on the way here. I'm gonna eat one of them. That one has nothing to do with the other. I don't have no fear in my heart about any of that, you know what I'm saying? And as a real practitioner, I'm gonna do what I have to do to protect myself and the people that I love. Period poo. Okay. I'm gonna do what I know to do and I don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting around all day and night. That's just like now um let's talk about old boy who was over there talking shit, which I know he was. He came online and lit a hugging lovers candle and tried to do a coffin spell on me like 2 or 3 years ago. Right. And I'm like, really? Is it that serious? What, why? First of all, why would you be? I don't even bother that dude at all. Ain't said nothing to him. Don't even really watch his channel. I can't stand all that racket over there. I do not like it. I really don't. And I will admit that I did watch the whole thing tonight. I did. I watched some of it. I watched like the heated parts of it. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty interesting. Sometimes I don't know how to take it sometimes, but yeah. But other than that, me regularly watching, no. Don't know if I'm supposed to ask this, but has anyone actually ever tried to magically annihilate you before? Every day. Adam, every day. But I don't but I don't look like it and I don't feel like it. I definitely don't look like it. Definitely don't feel like it. I'm healthy as a damn horse. I feel good. I look good. But yeah, I have had people try to mess me up. You know what I'm saying? Every day. I ain't worrying about that. I got people throwing stuff at my kids too. I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm not, because I know ain't shit. Listen, you know, some people don't. Let me just put it like this. Witchcraft and magic is almost like driving a vehicle or either drinking alcohol. You have to do it responsibly, and you shouldn't do both at the same time, which is drink alcohol and drive a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So, it just is what it is. But, serious practitioners really, if you serious, but now I have warned people. I've warned people, I have the right to the quiet enjoyment of my life. You don't have the right to just disrupt me every single day in social media. You don't have the right to lie on me. You don't have the right to try to mess up my livelihood. You don't have the right to try to mess up my reputation. I've warned people about that. I've had people do nothing but lie on me. Just tell straight up freaking bald faced lies. Y'all know the stuff I went through with that sector. Photoshopping pictures of me and my child. Like, are you friggin' kidding me? Please don't try to threaten nobody. Because trust me, you are no threat to me whatsoever. If anything, I'm a threat to you, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm literally way too pure. I'm way too pure, but vicious at the same time. I'm pure and vicious at the same time. Cause I don't start nothing with them people. Even like the last time that Mike went on they show. I came on here and fussed at Mike. Did I come on here and get rowdy with those women? Did I come on here and say, stay away from my? I did do that. Well, he ain't my man no more. Did I come on here and threaten nobody? No, I didn't. I didn't threaten anybody. I ain't no threat. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to live life and be happy. I know, Adam. Ain't I just so sweet? And people just be tripping. People be bringing out the devil in me, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that ain't how it work. You ain't supposed to provoke people. Like, those people in that group provoke people. Like, there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? They provoke people too much, and they do too much. I don't be provoking nobody. And I'm not trying to altruistic. I'll have to look that up and see what that means. I don't know what that means. And I've already tried to, dig Mike out of that hole of that group, and he insists on going back and forth. So I'm just like, screw it. But yeah, so what happened to my father today was very unfortunate. And I know he didn't suffer. He did not suffer. I believe that he went very quickly. He did. He went quick. So that gives me some kind of peace that he went quick. And you know what I'm saying? So, and if you want to talk about my father, if you want to poop on his picture, you know what I'm saying? It's a piece of paper, hon. I mean, trust me, if I really wanted to shit on your family, I would. But I guess that would depend on, the way my spirits explain it to me is that, the more a person is capable of doing, the worse they gonna do them for me. Because, if you send a bunch of bad and, ill will to me, and I'm sitting up here telling you, I don't want that interaction with you. And because Jamila don't want no smoke. I got plenty of cigarettes. Okay. I don't need no smoke. Okay. I got plenty of all kinds of stuff over here to, you know what I'm saying? Herbs and everything. Oh, you meant sincere. Oh, okay. You said altruistic. Altruistic. Well, thank you, Adam. Um, you know, yeah, those people, they just really, it's almost like dealing with people that are literally going 150 miles per hour and they're not paying attention to what direction they're going in. Okay, so I'm good. And you know what? I made it a point to announce it. I did. I made it a point to do that. You know why? First of all, I wanted my peeps to know what was going on. What did y'all think I was trying to do? Capitalize off of it? I'm already capitalizing off of my business. I'm not trying to capitalize off of my father's death or anybody else's parents' death. Who's trying to capitalize off of somebody's death? I wanted people to know what happened. That's all. Okay. So, that's just what that is. And, I kind of knew that people would do what they were doing, what they're going to do. I don't even pay no attention. Y'all realize that I do not watch y'all group. I don't watch that stuff. I don't. I first of all, I'm busy. Second of all, in my spare time, I be busy doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I've always been a happy-go-lucky person, and I ain't trying to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like people should know what I'm dealing with the next couple of days. And trust me, I'm very disciplined. I'm very, very disciplined. Okay. So, I'm going to take a couple of days. Saturday, I'll be back up and I'll be, back up and running or whatever. So, uh, anywho, uh, and then my eye started itching. That's a good sign. Not in a bad way, but just like a real clean itch kind of feeling. Oh, that felt good. Okay. Yeah. Hey, so it just, I don't know. Um, I really feel that my father doesn't want me to be torn up about it, because when my mother passed away, my father told me, he said, well, he said she in a better place. You know what I'm saying? That was the conversation that we had. And then we kind of had kind of a off the wall conversation the last time I talked to him or whatever. And it is what it is. So, but I feel that he's at peace. Wherever he's at peace. I feel it. A lot of these deceased people that people be talking about, they be somewhere resting in peace. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't agree that this reality is hell. You know what I'm saying? That's a matter of opinion. Life is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? But I can feel it. I can tell that he's in a peaceful place. So, and my mother was a lot different. My mother still comes to me in my dreams. She's different. My mother's a witch. So she's a lot different from my father. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. So, you know, Okay, y'all, I got cut off because I got a phone call coming in. Adam, I've been a witch since I was conceived. Okay, I've been a witch ever since I came from the galaxy. I've been a witch, I've been a healer. Oh, okay. So that was that weirdo Miss Smells man. Boy, she must be proud of him. Good Lord, I could not. Oh God. So, he's calling me back to back now. Who cares, boy? He's calling back to back Section 8 bomb. He's mad because I rejected him 3 years ago. Oh, boo hoo. Boo hoo. And he's literally calling back to back as if I'm the type of woman that's disturbed by a phone call. Don't answer the phone. Oh my God, the phone is ringing. Hold on, let me block this fool though. Hold on.
Do you need anything?
Huh?
Do you need anything?
Uh, Hold on, baby. I'm gonna block this idiot from texting me. Goodness gracious. It's called Get a Life. Now, I just blocked this fool from texting and calling. Hold on. Okay, he should be blocked now. Now I just blocked that idiot from texting and calling. But he says to me, Miss Smell's spell worked. Now we're even. Your father's in hell. Even for what? See, that's called mental illness. Even for what? I'm not responsible for your miserable lives. You know what I'm saying? So you just ignore stuff like that. You just put people on ignore, you block them, you put them in spam, okay? But it's crazy how people come on here and pretend like they got real relationships and you calling me back to back. I would never be with a man that behaves that way. Reminds me of that song by Denise, what's her name? Denise Williams. Silly of me to think that I something, something, something. Oh, how I love you. It's just silly as hell. I would never be with a man that behaves that way. That's like bottom of the barrel. And thirsty too. Very thirsty. Just thirsty for some kind of interaction, huh? You know, that's just like people will see certain things that happen in the news and be like, I made that happen. Like, oh God, would you somebody go get the straight jacket? You play around with death. I personally feel like this, I personally feel like this that you shouldn't play around with these spirits. Stop playing around with them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So now he's gonna call from different numbers. Oh, I thought that it was the last time when my mother passed away, Section 8 bomb, like I don't even know this dude. He blamed that on me. I should have left Miss Smell alone. Now what have I done to her? I don't talk to her, I don't say anything, and that's pretty much what those people in that group care about. I don't say anything to that crazy person. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's mental illness, These people are very very mentally ill, okay? Anyway, um so that's that. I got to go, okay? And I got to figure out how I can put an extra spam block on my phone cuz this fool is going to text me all night. Well, actually he won't because I got a little trick over here for his ass, okay? And uh just know, Miss Smell, that I have that entire sector being investigated. Okay, so keep texting me back to back. You gonna end up in prison. You gonna end up in prison, hun. Okay. They really want to pretend as though they have some kind of connection. He's texting me from from another number. It's I don't want anything to do with you. Just accept it. They both have been harassing me. I think that he's into men and she's into women. They've both been harassing me ever since I rejected them. I told them they couldn't come to my house in 2020. She told me, she said, "Hey, I want to come over here and hang out for Halloween and stuff." I was like, no. Yeah. So it's like good. And it's been 4 years since then. So it's just a really, really sick person that wants to have some kind of communion or either wants to feel, well, hey, prove you're powerful by not being mentally ill anymore. Fix your mental illness. I've known a lot of people that have had anxiety, schizophrenia. They've had all kinds of stuff. Okay. All kinds of stuff. And they got into the craft and healed themselves of it. I've heard a lot of people doing that. Why don't you try to do that? Hmm. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. I just wanted to come and say that these people are silly. All of you are under investigation. Just remember that because, I personally feel that most of them need to be locked up in prison. And Bum Dot, Miss Smell, and that crazy boy she got over there, both of them need to be locked up in prison. Okay. So, it's just terrible. Okay. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all later. Blessings. Bye bye.